Welcome back to Daytime Update. We've got a developing story to bring you now. The M1 North in Johannesburg is currently closed to traffic after a shootout between police and suspects. One person has been killed, we're hearing, and 2 illegal firearms have been recovered. Let's get you an update from the JMPD, Johannesburg Metro Police Department spokesperson, Xolani Fihla, who joins us by phone. A very good afternoon to you, sir. What exactly happened on the highway?
Good afternoon to you, and also let me greet the listeners. Yes, what had happened is that JMPD officers attached to the freeway unit had stopped a suspicious white Iveco panel van. The driver of the vehicle then pretended like he was going to up on the left shoulder lane, and that's when a passenger sitting on the left side of the vehicle started firing shots at the officers, and they definitely returned fire. Then what happened after is that approximately 10 male occupants from the Iveco fled from the scene into the nearby bushes, but one male suspect sustained fatal gunshot wounds, and he was declared deceased on the scene. And also 2 illegal firearms, which were used by the suspects, were also recovered on the scene.
Would I be right, Xolani, to say there was no suspicion from the officers that the vehicle that they were stopping was basically carrying criminals?
Not exactly, because what had happened is that from the information received is that officers were alerted to this vehicle by another motorist who said it was driving recklessly, and that's when they attended to it, not suspecting that the occupants were carrying firearms and actually shoot at them. So I'd like to commend the officers for using their instincts and to make sure that these people are neutralized and they can't cause any more danger to other people. But from other information that's received is that it's suspected that these occupants or suspects had just or were going to commit a robbery, but that isn't confirmed as yet. Maybe the SAPS will assist us with further information regarding that.
Were any of your officers wounded?
None of our officers were wounded, fortunately. So it is a good sign that the police are doing a great job in making sure that those who are committing criminal acts are brought to book, and especially deadly acts like this.
One of the suspected criminals was killed, as you say, in a shootout today as they attempted to flee. What's the number of those still at large?
At the present moment, we can't account for everyone, but it's suspected to be between 10 and 20 people. But at this present moment, we're going with 10. 10? Yes. And
I know this may be outside of the jurisdiction of the SAPS. Has the not the SAPS, but the JMPD, maybe out of your scope, but is there a active search that's now underway for those who fled?
Definitely, there is a search. Other law enforcement agencies have been alerted. The SAPS most definitely do know about this, so we are on a lookout for any of those. And if members of public do come across any suspicious acts or any suspicious people, they can immediately call the emergency line, either from the city of Johannesburg or from the SAPS, which is 10111.
These men fled on foot. Tell us about the nearby areas in that area where they may have even run to or will be passing through if they're going further.
Nearby areas, I can say it's Selby, Boysens, the areas around China Mall and Amalgam. So anywhere around those areas, because the M1 freeway passes those areas.
And the highway itself, when do you expect that'll be open to traffic?
Yes, so what we've been seeing is that there was heavy congestion on the freeway from early this morning until the scene was processed. I think the scene is still a bit live at this moment. It's still a bit active, but traffic is free-flowing. There isn't much congestion at this present moment.
JMPD spokesperson Xolani Fihla bringing us up to date with that developing situation along the highway. Thank you very much for your time today.